Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today you find me here at Isfield station and I'm here for a very first time visit to the Lavender Line. So it's the first open day of 2025 and they do have the very unique vertical boiler steam locomotive Lady Lisa is running. As well as that, you do also have Riley's miniature railway based on the Isfield station. So join me as I take you around for my first time visit to the Lavender Line. So yeah, the Lavender Line is quite unique in the sense that they do actually have a few diesel electrical multiple units here. So they do have 1118 there, which is actually in service. That's a 2 car. And then you do have 1133, and they're both built at Eastleigh Ashford Works. And that one, 1133, is literally just the power car there. You can just see sitting in the sheds. Yeah, so also here at the station you do have British Rail Class 421, number 1497. So it's actually named Freshwater as it was one of the 2-3 car sets that were used to run on the Lymington services between 2005 and 2010. So it's been moved here to the Lavender Line, where they are currently under restoring it, and it will be hopes to get it running again. So I've got my ticket, guys. So it's £8 for a return. It's a one return journey. It's about a 2-mile trip, but for a £10 supplement, which I have got for the 12:30, you can actually have a cab ride inside Lady Lisa. So join me as we get inside the cab of the vertical boiler locomotive.
No, I'm all good, thank you. 1 o'clock.
Well, I'm here at Worth Halt station. It's exactly what it says on the tin. It's a halt. It's literally the end of the line. You've literally got the buffers and the stop do not proceed sign. There is a tiny little section there with a few benches, a little bit of a sheltered area. Maybe on a really nice day you could bring a picnic down here and maybe stay. The guard did turn around and say it will be about a half an hour wait for a return. So there's really nothing else to do down here other than just hang around and I suppose just enjoy the relaxing sound of the birds and be at one with nature. But that steam tram, you know, that boiler cab experience was absolutely fantastic. For a tenner as well, a lot of railways don't do that. I mean, you can really sort of ask nicely some of the loco drivers, and it all depends on the day, who the driver is, what sort of event it is, whether they'll let you on for a cab ride. That I don't really know of many heritage railways that actually do that, like where they charge literally a tenner. I think it's so reasonable. You can jump on the cab, have a return trip down the 2 mile line, and yeah, on such unique locomotive as well. Like I say, the Cockerill 1920 vertical boiler engine, really great little cab ride. And I tell you what, it really packs a punch, Lady Lisa as well. So one of the actual drivers is the owner, and believe it or not, he actually came across Lady Lisa, of all things, on eBay. So he found her on eBay, he went up there, had a little play around with her, fell in love with it. The seller was a little bit dubious to sell with the offer that he gave, but eventually he gave in. It's sold. Obviously the owner has now got it, and now she runs up and down lovingly on the Lavender Line. They've got no other steam traction here. She is the only steam traction here, and because of that she gets regular service whenever there is steam days here. But yeah, what a unique little line. I'm glad I finally visited it for the first time, but now fortunately I've got a half-hour wait until my next train. Well, I'll finish where I started off, here at the entrance of the stunning Lavender Line. You know, like I say, it's only 2 miles long. Realistically, it only takes you about 2.5 minutes being in that cab ride earlier. That's roughly how long it took to film that. But you know what? It's utterly well worth it. They've got so much here. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to showcase Riley's miniature railway very well today due to the weather. I'm absolutely soaked. Lady Lisa is actually still running a couple more times now. The time of recording this outro, it is literally 3:30. That's meant to be the end of service, but there is a private party here, so she will be running up and down 2 more times. I did briefly get to see the power car of 1133 get brought out of the loco shed, which was really nice to see. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to see 1118 come back into the station. They said they might do, but there's no guarantee. But overall, yeah, it's been a really good day. I really hope you've enjoyed it. There is a stunning little Green King pub next door called the Laughing Fish, so I think I'm going to go in there, dry off, and obviously just soak in the thoughts of the day with a nice crisp pint. But yeah, really hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, give us a like, comment down below, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.